This is what we're working with. This is what I'm working with today.
Manze leo tunapika.
Manze leo tunapika.
Hi, I'm Gatweri, Leo Tunapika. So today we are doing my edition of my first time. Essentially, this is where I work with an ingredient for the first time. And for this episode, I'm going to work with a duck breast. I've had this duck breast in my freezer for the past 4 months. Reason being, I wanted to make duck l'orange. And the most authentic recipe I saw called for blood oranges, which proved rather hard to find here in Nairobi. Anytime I'd be told a certain store has, I go to the store, I find they don't have them. So with that, time just continued going by, and then I realized the expiry date of my duck breast was fast approaching and I needed to do something about it. So I went through YouTube looking for recipes that I could try. I wanted to try something that's not so hard and also something with ingredients that I can easily get. Remember the blood oranges story? So I landed on this recipe by Chef Gordon Ramsay. Yes, I'm trying a Gordon Ramsay recipe. So it's a honey roast duck served with green beans, and I have just about all the things that he asked for in the recipe. Well, I did have to go and buy some stuff. So to start us off, we are going to make a spice blend. So Chef Ramsay's recipe called for the use of Chinese 5 spice. So this is not a spice blend I usually see in our local supermarkets, but I'm sure if I go to Chinatown, those sides of Hurlingham, I'll definitely get. And since it's a spice blend, I can try and see the component spices and make it myself. So when I checked online, I needed Szechuan chili peppers, cloves, cinnamon, star anise, and fennel seeds. I went to the supermarket, was able to get the things that I didn't have at home. Luckily, I had the Szechuan peppercorns because my brother brought them here a while back when he wanted to make a chili oil, which he never got to make. So yay for me, I get to use the Szechuan peppercorns more for authenticity, because you can swap it for black peppercorns, but if you can get the authentic ones, even better. We'll start by dry roasting our spices. So what you do, it's on a pan of a medium heat, you put your spices, don't add any oil since we are dry roasting them. I'm starting with the bigger ones so that they get a head start before we go to the next one. So I'll give the cinnamon and star anise about a minute before adding the rest. When you're dry roasting your spices, what you're looking for is to get those beautiful aromas, so the oils in the spices get opened up, giving the spices a more robust taste and aroma. Then now I'm going in with the Szechuan peppers, the cloves, and the fennel. So just toss or stir them so that they get to toast beautifully, and you don't want them to burn. That would be very bad. The spices are now aromatic, so I'm just going to set them aside. Then we'll grind them later. Since our pan is already on the heat and it's dry, the recipe also calls for some hazelnuts that are toasted. So I'll just take advantage of that and toast some hazelnuts. And then we're going to dry roast them. So again, same formula, keep tossing them around so that there is even distribution of heat amongst all the sides of the hazelnut. Alternatively, you can roast nuts in the oven, but now since I had the pan out, I figured I might as well just do it on the pan. Using the spice grinder of your blender, grind up the toasted spices. So here is my Chinese 5 spice. Set that aside. Now we have the duck breast. Try your best to dry it out completely. And then the part I've been a bit scared, I'm supposed to score. So using a sharp knife, supposed to make lines. How sharp is my knife? Oh, okay, I've gone a bit too deep there. I shouldn't go so deep to expose. I'm doing this without my spectacles, so can I even see? Am I even see? Yeah, some places I've gone too deep, others not so much. Maybe I'll be better with the second one. Let's try a different knife. Okay, that's the first one. I've brought out the third knife. I'm trying to blame the knives, but I think the problem is me. Anyway, let's do this. So, there. Ooh, okay, the problem was the knife. This one is better. Look. Yeah, this one is scoring it better. So we are scoring our duck breast. We are trying to make a lattice pattern. So we've gone this side and then we go this other way. Yay! There it goes. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. Such a big difference. For the seasoning, we go in with the salt, then some pepper, then now we go in with our Chinese 5 spice. Don't worry, I'll go in with my hands. I just want to spread out the spices before I go in with my hands. I don't want to cross-contaminate anything. So now, rub it. Nice. So this is done. So now we just get ready to put it on the pan. To cook the duck, we start on a cold pan and then you put the skin side down. Here and the heat is very low, will gradually increase. You want the fat from the duck to render, and that's why you start with a cold pan. When the pan is very hot, the fat will be sealed in and it won't render. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm playing with fire by doing 2 at a go. Should I do 1? No, I'll just do 2. Let me trust in myself. So I'll continue gradually increasing the heat. Ideally, this should take about 6 minutes, the rendering of the fat and the skin crisping up. And then when that is done, we'll flip, cook the other side, then we go on with the recipe. It's so magnificent to see how the fat has started to render. And the beauty of it is that the fat I can set aside and use it to maybe saute some potatoes. So win, win, win. Wow. I won't touch it. It's been like 2 minutes, I think. So look at all that fat that has rendered. So Chef Ramsay says we saved the bit of fat. Beautiful. It's been 6 minutes, so now we cook the other side for like 2. With duck, it's usually enjoyed medium to medium well. Unfortunately, my meat thermometer, the battery died, so I can't be able to gauge. So I'll use that thing for, you know, the way you, when you do this, to tell. I think I'll use that. Can I even remember it? Can you tell I'm excited? I'm so excited. The searing looks so beautiful. I didn't see Chef Ramsay doing this, but I am doing it. Since it's a honey roast duck, he went in with the honey. He was so generous. So I've gone with the honey, then some soy sauce. He didn't baste, but I'm going to baste. Still working with medium heat. I'm going to baste my breasts. Oh my, it looks so good! Yeah, I can't remember. I think I've overcooked mine, but anyway, no harm done, I think. And there's my duck. And just like a good steak, you should rest the duck before slicing into it. So this will rest as we prepare our green beans. We get to the green bean salad. So in some boiling water, I'm going to add my green beans and let them boil for like, he said 1.5 minutes, and that's what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I'll crush up some hazelnuts. My green beans are done. Let me remove them. Assembly time. Season the green beans with some salt, some black pepper, some vinegar. He uses sherry wine vinegar. I don't have that. Some olive oil. He also uses hazelnut oil. I also don't have that. I could have crushed my hazelnuts a bit better. Oh well. So my green bean salad is done. So now let me slice up the duck. So good. Take the duck. All the tutorials I've seen saying you slice like so. Ooh, okay, mine is more like well done. It's no longer pink. And we are done. Let's plate it up. Looks so good, looks so good. Looks so good. Can't wait to taste it. And as Chef Gordon Ramsay says, honey roast duck and green bean salad, done. Now, okay. So, it's yummy. The duck just tastes like duck. Duck usually has a gamey taste, which I don't mind. I feel like maybe I overcooked the duck just from sight because it's a little bit chewy than I would like. But in terms of the flavors, I like the flavors. I can really get the honey. I'm trying to feel whether I can get a bit of the 5 spice. Yeah, I can get it. But you can see I'm really chewing. So maybe I should have cooked it for a shorter time. Yeah, I did go over the time that Chef Ramsay recommended. But that's it. That's how I made duck for the first time. Do let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to link Chef Gordon Ramsay's recipe, the one I used. I'm going to link the recipe I used for the Chinese 5 spice. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully I'll do another my first time soon. I won't wait as long as I waited this time round. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. And from me, Gateri, Kwaheri. There's a bee in my kitchen simply because I've used honey. It's gone outside. It's gone outside. Please don't come back. It's gone. It's gone.